Virgo, hi. So this is going to be a reading for December 25th through the 31st. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Well, let's see, Virgo. What do we got for you? Oh, maybe I should pull the whole reading. I was like, oh, we'll get a card here. We'll talk about it. Yeah, no. Okay. The overall energy for the reading, the Eight of Swords. A lot of stuff going through your head there. A lot of complicated things happening in your mind right now. I don't know what that's about. We'll have to wait to clarify, but in the recent past, the Four of Wands, the Five of Swords, the Tower, you're giving me the energy of a commitment, and then you're showing me the worst case scenarios over it, but in terms of interpretation over it. I'm not exactly completely sure that these situations happen, especially because the Five of Swords is here. So it's one of those, you have a relationship with someone and it's looking okay, but then in your mind it's like, no, it's not. It's not okay. This is anything but okay. Okay? Like, the things that could happen here, I would shock you. Yeah. But the things that couldn't happen here, you would shock me with that too, possibly. So it's definitely somebody taking a situation and making this big mess out of it. I don't know if that's you or somebody you're dealing with, but definitely somebody throwing in worst case scenarios over this commitment over and over and over again. Okay. In the current situation, the Eight of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Judgment card. I mean, this is like wanting to paint this table red, but you didn't bring the color red with you. And it's almost looking like the color red doesn't even exist, but I still want to paint it red. So it's someone that's really putting themselves out there in what they're deciding for themselves. Look, I want love in this situation. And the universe comes in and asks, good, you want love. Got it. Do you have love for the situation, if you want love within the situation? Oh no, I just want love in it, but I don't have it available. But yeah, I want this table red. I don't have the paint for it, but I want it red. Okay, this is going to be an interesting reading. In the immediate future, the Ten of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Chariot. I believe this is you, and I believe that you entered a very stressful period of time. If I were to look for the source of it, I wouldn't necessarily find it, because it's one of those, let's worry about things when there's nothing really to take you in the direction of worrying about things. You know, in the reality of whatever you're dealing with, it doesn't bring up enough energy for you to worry about it. There's nothing there to worry about it. I'm not saying there's absolutely anything that you shouldn't worry about. I'm saying from this, you're making it into this. And don't get me wrong, we all have those tendencies. We can all easily get there. I'm saying there's something here that's kind of leading you in this direction. And usually it's fear, and usually it's accompanied by a feeling of losing control over something. So, let's clarify. Let me clarify the Eight of Swords. The Four of Pentacles, the Lovers, the Hierophant. Okay, well, that's it. That's your reading. Okay, so now I know where it's starting from. You're showing me this connection that's very important to you, and the fear of losing this has gotten so strong in a very subtle way, because I feel like you're not even identifying this, has gotten so strong that it started to create this whole mess of possibilities inside your head. What could happen if I were to lose this? If this were to be out of my life? What ifs? It's filled with what ifs. Again, I'm not saying that whatever is truly happening within the situation is not cause for concern. What I'm saying is the concern seems to be a bit amplified, a bit too much than what it actually is. You know what I mean? So, okay, that's the source of it. This goddamn connection, man. I knew there had to be somebody here. Plus, you're starting out the reading with a sense of commitment. So for the Four of Wands, you get the Two of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Four of Cups. You're losing control here. But I wonder what that means to you when you start to lose control over this connection. What exactly does that mean to you? You know? Because that's the place where you're telling me, you're showing me this commitment, and you're showing me a sense of, I'm losing it. I don't know what to do about it anymore. What are you doing about it? What is going on here? What is your sense of control over this? Do you want it to show up? Is it dressed in pink and you want it to be dressed in green? What, you know, like what is up with this energy that's making you feel like you're losing control? Yeah, this commitment is dressed in pink and I want it to be dressed in green, not pink. Pink doesn't suit it. Why doesn't it suit it? You mean it doesn't suit you in how you perceive it? Because then, you know, that's a different story. Well, because I want it to be green. And if it's not green and it's pink, that means it doesn't suit the connection. Because in my vision, it's green. Oh, well, yes, you are losing control over it because you never had control over that. You know, the connection was always freaking pink. Or dressed in pink, or whatever you want to put it. Did you ever take it as pink for what it was? Or did you always enter this connection with the perception of, it's pink now, I'm going to turn it green? Why would you? Of course you would lose control over it, when in fact you never truly had it. But if you enter this with the perception of, I'm going to gain control over it, then it's still an unhealthy place to work from. For the Five of Swords, you get the Four of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Two of Swords. Here you go, perceiving it as pink, trying your best to let it be goddamn pink. But then it got complicated because it's like, oh, I'm letting it be pink. It's nice, it's pretty, but it almost looks like you're making it just to kind of try it out, to see what it's like, to not wanting to be this situation something other than it is, you know? So it's almost looking like you're doing it for shows, because then at the end of the day you still get confused as to why this goddamn situation is not green. God damn it, I want it to be green, not pink. You know, there's almost like that sense of frustration with it. Let's do the Tower. The Five of Pentacles, the Judgment card, the Seven of Cups. Of course, the worst case scenario is going to come up in your mind about the situation. Of course, fear is going to take over. When you want to control something to be something that it's not, you ran already by your fear, by your insecurities, by your... Why wouldn't you accept something for what it is? And then work with that for what it is, instead of trying to change it along the way. And again, we're all guilty of that. We all do it to some extent. The problem is, there's very few of us that actually recognize when they are being controlling. You know, to the majority of people, this seems like it's normal. It's something that I want. It should fit me and only me, and I'm not seeing how I'm controlling the situation. Well, You're not controlling the situation. You want to. That's a different story. Nobody's controlling these situations. We just want to. You know what I mean? And then I see all of that fear hiding in there. All of the scenarios of what if. What if I lost this? What if this went away? What if somebody came and took this away from me? What if who's at the other end of this is going to just leave one day? And I can't have that. What do you mean you can't have that? But what if that were to happen? What are you going to do about it? Well, I have to try to control it in such a way that that doesn't happen. Oh, okay. Because that's a great idea here. Look at the energies that are coming through from that. So, definitely a whole lot of energy of trying to exert control there over a particular commitment. And ultimately, it got you into this messy, huge pickle, you know, that didn't feel good at all. Let's do the Eight of Cups in the current situation, the Seven of Wands, the Hangman, the King of Wands. And then it got you into this place where you're refusing to attach yourself emotionally to the situation because it's like, what if I get hurt? So it's like every direction you're taking with this is a ultimately damaging direction to you. Why wouldn't you connect to this? Then what's going on here? Then why are you here with the situation? Well, if I attach myself, you know, too much to this, if I feel too much for this, I'm gonna get hurt. How do you know that? You're such a psychic in these energies. You're so like, I wonder if these energies ever came through in the way that you psychicked your way through them. You know, they definitely did. Your fear always manifests itself somehow. So whatever you're scared of losing, you're going to lose ultimately if you don't identify that fear and work with it. But this disconnection from what you truly care about is actually disconnecting you from yourself. You're telling your heart to not feel what it feels. You're saying sin to your heart because it wants to connect to another energy, you know? So let's do the Ace of Cups. But then expecting that energy to be attached to you. Where's the fairness in that? You know? Well, they should love me. And I love them too. I'm just not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna allow myself to. Well, yeah, because that makes a lot of sense. For the Ace of Cups, you get the Death card, the Queen of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. None of it has to do with the other person. The sense of control, the sense of what if, the sense of I'm not going to attach to them. None of it has to do with the other person. All of it is supposed to turn you back around to you. Your connection to yourself, your connection to your heart, and how and if you want to allow your heart to feel what it feels without saying, you shouldn't do that. I'm going to cut you off there. You're not supposed to get attached to this because, you know, I'm going to get hurt because you don't just go out there in the world and get attached to things without letting me know so that I can take control of you. Tell me how these energies are feeling good. You know, remind me because I'm looking through them and I'm like, how? It's never about the other person. It's always about you. It begins with you, that sense of self-love, that sense of accepting your heart for what it truly feels, you know, and allowing yourself to do that and embracing that. It doesn't have to do with the other person. We're fixated on, no, it's about them. I want to know how they feel. How do you feel? Did you ever ask yourself that? How do I feel about me? So there's definitely a little bit of a hint of that coming in towards you in the sense of, oh, this whole time it wasn't about them? No. For the Judgment card, you get the King of Cups, the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. And that's how you engage into unhealthy dynamics, unhealthy relationships. First, you want to control them. Then that doesn't work out too well. Then if I can't do that, then I might as well not get attached to them and not stay open to this connection at all, but expect it to be open to me, this connection. It ends up in pain here. I'm like, it feels good for 2 minutes here. Like, theoretically, you got a plan here. It's a pretty well put together plan. Universe, you send me love. I'll open up eventually, but right now I'm not ready for it. But you, please. Great plan, the universe says. It's probably not going to work out, you know, in the long run with that 3 of Swords being there. So, no. So I don't know what's going on here within this dynamic. It's all supposed to come back around to you, to remind you this is not about them, this is about you. Let's do the 10 of Wands, because I feel like somehow you got caught up in this little bit of a energetical storm of them. When, no. For the 10 of Wands, in the immediate future, you get the 9 of Wands, the 5 of Wands, the Page of Wands. Okay. As not pretty as this energy looks, it's actually starting to fade down a little bit in the sense of intensity of energies that shouldn't be here to begin with, but they are. Energies that are not necessarily great. Energies of conflict for the situation. It is starting to dim down a little bit. Let me do the 9 of Swords. There's still a grasp over this connection. There's still that sense of, ooh, I gotta be in control of it. And that's what keeps it under this very tense, conflicting energies. You know what I mean? Because whoever this is, they may not know words necessarily, or you may not tell them in words, hey, you know, I want to be in control of this. But they feel energy. All of us do. And when there's a controlling energy at play, we may not be able to put it into words to identify it exactly, but we're going to respond to it energetically. And I'm not sure that's going to be in a pretty way, you know? So think of it as a controlling energy overtaking you. What would you do? Be like, yes, boss, do whatever you want with me. I don't think so. I doubt it, you know? For the 9 of Swords, you get the Ace of Cups, the 9 of Swords again, the Knight of Wands. All right. Somebody's trying to come at this from a more gentle perspective, from a more loving perspective. And I kind of get the sense that it's whoever you're dealing with, because you're kind of bursting up in these energies and just building up on energies of stress and not realizing that you're in that bubble of really feeling the need to be in control of something here. And whoever this is, I feel like they're taking notice. I kind of get the sense that it's probably not the first time that this happened, and they're trying to approach the situation from a very loving perspective, which could mean maybe letting you know, maybe, hey, you know, the control level is up a little. Maybe take it down a notch. I don't know. If you want to take a look at that, you know, I don't know how they would do it. I would probably do it in that way, but yeah, definitely trying to not come against it, because that makes it even worse. But just try to approach this whole situation from a loving, fun kind of, hey, let's chill, you know. For the Chariot, in the immediate future, the Star, the Queen of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. There you go. That's it. That's all you need to do. Let go of the illusion that you have to be under control. What's going to happen if you do that? What do you think is going to happen? Oh my God. The whole world is going to implode. No. Probably not. 99.9% of when we think those things, I can guarantee it's probably not going to happen in that way. So you're definitely starting to come down from here, because that's what happened there. The mind started to take over, more into your heart. And at least that's the intention. And you have no idea, like, I'm looking at all of this reading, and it's like, like it's feeling like that, like not in a great way. And then I look at this tiny little intention of, oh, I think I'm gonna do things a little different. You know, I think I'm gonna get in touch with my heart a little to see how that feels. And man, the energies are dropping. It's feeling like, just intention, that's it. And then, you know, going for it. But so thank you for this. Thank you for this too. It was fun, but you know, don't do it again. But yeah, I mean, it's definitely a reminder, whatever experience this is that you're, it could be the you know, the stress of the holidays, who the hell knows what's going on here, because it's one of those built up kind of, ooh, I need to be in control. And it's like, yeah, you know, for the 100th time, it's probably not going to work out, which I feel like you're figuring out. So, let's see here what the universe has to close it off. The Seven of Swords, the King of Cups, the Fool. Probably also, when you enter these energies, whoever's next to you there that you're trying to take a hold of, is going to take a couple of steps back energetically, and you may feel that. And guess what that's going to do? It's just going to pump you up even more. It's just going to be like, oh my god, they're running. I was right. They're running away from me. They don't want me. They're going. Here they go. So you're going to go grab at their energy even more. That might be the tendency too here for whoever you're dealing with, which you could interpret as, or your mind as, oh my god, I was right. My fear of them losing this and me losing this and them going away. Here it is, happening right in front of my eyes. What am I going to do? Oh, let me be more desperate, more in control. No. It's a normal tendency. Whatever you're leaning towards having control over, normal tendency is for it to go in the opposite direction. So keep that in mind. Don't push it even harder, you know. So there is love here. There is a lot. There are a lot of good things here. But as long as you're going to be in this energy, you're not going to even perceive that. You're not going to be able to kind of catch that. So, okay. Well, that's it. That's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.